Hello, I wanted to do a video showing focusing on the dial of my Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Diver. I absolutely love the dial on this watch, and I wanted to kind of give a better close-up of it if I could. Come on, focus. There we go. There we go. One of the smartest things I did, I was one of those people that got into watch collecting later in life, being in the 50 ballpark age-wise. I did not really realize serious watch collecting until maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I went through the typical gyrations, which I won't get into. But one of the smartest things I did was, as I said in a previous video, is just sort of say screw it and buy one of the watches that I always saw as a grail that I absolutely loved, but didn't think I would go for. So I moved several watches from my collection, went for the grail, and lo and behold, my incessant shopping and looking for watches online that I might want to buy in the future has wildly slowed. And yes, I've only had this for a month, but I highly recommend, if you are one of these people that maybe you have a collection of 2, 3, 4, 10 watches, and you're always looking, you're always trading, you're flipping, because I was kind of a flipper. If you go for something that is a grail that you don't think you would ever put out the money for me, even though I've only had this about a month, it's sort of the cure for the continual churning of buying and selling. My wife told me that she thought that I enjoyed the flipping and buying and selling more than the watches. So, and that I shouldn't have bought Omegas and various different dive watches in the past, that I always kind of wanted a Rolex Submariner. And if I had just bought the Submariner 3 or 4 years ago, I wouldn't have gone through those 20 or 30 other watches. So, but frankly, an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak blows away a Submariner. Although I do like Submariners and Sea Dwellers. But the main point here is I wanted to show the dial. I absolutely love this watch. It is not for the folks looking for a small dress watch that fits under a tight cuff. This thing's kind of beefy, in your face, and it is awesome if you like a larger, sort of dramatic watch that isn't over the top with colors and craziness. The fact that it's an AP that is not a chronograph and does not have the intricate bracelet, which I think is incredible and iconic, but the fact that this actual watch has the rubber strap, for those people that are so terrified of the service costs, if you want to minimize that, you get an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak that doesn't have a bracelet and isn't a chronograph, or doesn't have the other complications. But to be honest with you, if you're going to go with AP, Patek, etc., and you're worried about the cost of service, then you ought to just stay with your Omegas and whatnot, because you just really are playing in the wrong area. The last thing I care about is, oh, I might have to pay X amount for service down the road. So anyway, absolutely love this watch. Wanted to give the main deal here is I wanted to show up close on the dial.